In case you've seen me shaking my head at the end of a Disney movie, I hope you know that I'm not sneering at the romance. Because our first chapter was a fairy tale too, and our love story could keep an entire kingdom propped upright. But it was never intended to end in a sunset. That song, "Someday my prince will come," is this sound of true love bleeding out minute after precious minute onto the rose-strewn road outside the castle. Because even though he killed the dragon and woke you up, don't be fooled, Prince Charming does not want you to go on living. He would coax you into a carriage just so you could disappear into the closing credits. He doesn't want to wake up the next morning when birds aren't holding up your wedding train and an entire kingdom isn't singing your love song in Technicolor. He doesn't want a world where you can't be made perfect again with a single kiss. I'd have the dragon eat him. I'd have the dwarves jump him, tape his mouth so he couldn't kiss you, and end the romance right then and there. That love story where we spend our lifetimes just trying to reach perfection. If I were telling the story, here's how I would continue. I've slain 1,000 dragons, but I made each one of them myself. I'm only dashing when I reimagine what I should have said, and when it comes to castle towers, you've done most of the rescuing. Let me repay you by never waiting until just before the last petal of your rose is about to fall. I'll have already woken up next to you every sunrise, when your hair was a cloud and your song was a sleepy mumble. And while Prince Charming can only abide the springtime forest, I will inhabit your deserts and brave your sandstorms like a Bedouin, so I can know every shift in your dunes. And as grand as the grand moments are, what I will hold on to is every scrap of paper with your handwriting, every brush of your hand against mine, and every out-of-focus snapshot that turned out to capture your soul more completely than any Olin Mills, because even if none of it fits together neatly, it still adds up to piles of tomorrows with the woman who breathes air, who leaves footprints when she walks, and who closes her eyes, not opens them, when we kiss. Our happily ever after, the only thing it was good for was to come unraveled, so we could take all of its threads and weave them, one by one, into the rest of our lives. See this wrinkle? It's not just a laugh line, but a whole row of bottles filled with laughter we've shared, and I've got an entire pantry of empty shelves right here waiting for us to fill them together. This heart, I'm going to use it to reset the atomic clock so that years don't spin by in days, and the second hand isn't a red blur but a line, and each beat can be transcribed into volumes full of new history we've created ourselves. These hands. Because even if Maleficent takes the castle and declares that there will be no more perfect endings, even if every talking bird and fairy spell slips through our fingers, I'll still have these two hands, and I will always hold on to you.